Today I'm going to go over the allowable modifications that you can do to your gun for the production division of the USPSA. First thing that most people are going to want to do is they're going to want to do some kind of a trigger job, and all the internal parts in your gun, when it's normally in its normal position that you can't see, is allowable to be changed. So I have my first parts here, and what I have is I have a competition trigger kit, and it comes with different sear block, striker block, firing pin spring, and some other springs. And this should make the trigger, it claims to be down to around 3.5–4 pounds. I also bought a ram, Apex ram, which is a reset assist mechanism, and it goes inside of the action block, and it actually is supposed to make a more profound click when you reset, when the trigger resets in between shots. A barrel isn't necessarily considered an internal part, so there's a little bit of rules to do with the barrel. You can replace the barrel as long as it has the same shape and profile as the factory barrel, and it has to be within 1/10 of an inch of the original length. Right now, it's not my plan to replace this barrel at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and run the factory barrel for now. The guide rod actually is considered an internal part, and you can replace the guide rod. You could put a titanium guide rod in there if you wanted to add a little bit of weight to it, but one thing to keep in mind, I got the rules over here, and according to Rule 18, there's a maximum weight, and your gun has to weigh within 2 ounces of the stated factory weight. So just keep in mind you don't want to go overboard on the weight if they do weigh your gun. Another allowable modification is that you can change your sights. You can't put an electronic sight on here for production division, but you can change your iron sights. I personally love this fiber optic front sight. It looks really good, but this gun is shooting about 4 to 5 inches low for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm purchasing a new fiber optic front sight that's about 30 thousandths shorter than this front sight. So hopefully that'll bring my shots back in on target. Another modification that you might want to do would be the magazine release. A magazine release, you can put an extended magazine release on the gun, but it can extend the magazine release, but it can't make the surface any larger. So it can't be a larger surface area to press on, but it can stick out farther. So I'm going to look into getting a extended magazine release for this to help me, because I have a little trouble getting the magazine to release with this gun. Another modification that you can do is that you can put grip tape around the gun, and there's a chart in the rule books that shows where you can put the grip tape. And this is another thing that I plan on purchasing. They have grip tape that just goes around the front, and they have some that just kind of does a complete wrap. That's what I think I'm going to buy. Is I'm going to purchase some grip tape that pretty much wraps around the grip completely. You also could stipple the back of the gun and put stippling, and that's allowable. And this back strap is actually about $3, and you can buy a replacement one and stipple it, and it's real cheap and easy to do. But I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with grip tape. So overall for me, what I'm going to do on this gun is I'm going to put in the competition trigger kit. I'm going to put in the reset assist mechanism. I'm going to buy me a lower front fiber optic sight to put on the gun, and I'm going to put some grip tape on the grip. And I think that's how I'm going to pretty well start off with the gun. And I'm going to research a mag release, and I may go ahead and get extended mag release for the pistol. Well, here's the Smith & Wesson M&P after I've done all the modifications. I got the Apex Tactical Competition and Action Enhancement kit in here. The trigger pull is now right at 4 pounds. I've put a 21st Century Gunfighter extended mag release on this M&P, and now the mag release angles up instead of toward the trigger guard. Definitely sticks out more. Really happy with that. Real easy to change out, takes a minute or two. You can almost do it without any tools. I have a Talon Grips grip tape put on here. It feels really good in the hand. Feels like a real good positive grip. The only bad thing is the grip tape wants to start lifting off, like it's starting to lift up on these tighter bend radiuses. So if it ends up getting real bad, I'll end up probably just cutting it along the back strap here and take that off, and I'll probably just stipple a back strap to put in here. I see a lot of people do that, and that's probably why. The other thing that I would put on was a Warren tactical fiber optic front sight. It's 30 thousandths lower than my other front sight, and this helped bring my shots back up, and real happy with this front sight. Overall, the mod's done to the gun. I'm real happy with. I think it's ready to go shoot at some practical shoots. Thanks for watching.